time. So hello everyone. Very nice to see you all with the new energy for the new module. So I will be starting today's event with a prayer. Vakratunda Mahakaya, Suryakoti Samaprabha, Nirvignam Kurume Deva, Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. With this prayer to the Almighty, I welcome you all in Module 3. Let us make our postures right with the right body language. That is session 7 of personality development. Our beloved guest of honor, Dr. Manisha Mishra, is with us today for guiding us towards our third module, and our earlier experts, Mrs. Aarti Diwan and Dr. Jhansi Rao, is also with us. They are also with us, who have guided us with their insightful knowledge on the previous two modules. Module 1, that is detoxification, and Module 2, that is health, food, and yoga. So we are blessed to have these many experts with us in today's event. Now, Kriya hi vastu pahita prasidati. This shlokas indicate that knowledge imparted only to the fit recipient will yield the desired result. This is our motto. We are only giving our knowledge, our insight to the fellows who are ready to receive the knowledge. So then only we will get the desired results. With this, I would like to invite Varsha, our friend, for the Carnatic song, a prayer song, Bho Shambho Shiva. So I will be inviting her. Please, Varsha, guide us with the prayer.
Bho Shambho Shiva Shambho Swayambho 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 Gangadhara Shankara Karunakara Mamava Bhavasagara Taraka Gangadhara Shankara Karunakara Mamava Bhavataraka Taraka Nirguna Parabrahma Swarupa Gama Gama Bhuta Prabhanja Rahita Nirguna Parabrahma Swarupa Gama Gama Bhuta Prabhanja Rahita Nija Guna Nihita Nitanta Ananta Ananda Adisaya Akshaya Linga Ananda Adisaya Akshaya Linga Bho Shambho Shiva Shambho Swayambho Bho Shambho Shiva Shambho Swayambho. Thank you.
Thank you, Varsha, for this beautiful prayer song. With this spiritual bliss, I am lighting the lamp in front of the goddess Lakshmi, on behalf of each one of you. I've just lighted the lamp on your behalf. As this is our virtual meeting, this is the only way I can do the lighting of the lamp in front of you all, with the blessings of you all, and with the beautiful song sung by our Varsha. So Varsha, thank you so much. With this spiritual positivity, we are moving ahead, and I will be requesting Dr. Jhansi Rao for the pledge ceremony.
हमारा देश है, हम सब भारतवासी भाई बहन है। हमें अपना देश प्राणों से भी प्यारा है। इसकी समृद्धि और विविध संस्कृति पर हमें गर्व है। हम इसके सुयोग्य अधिकारी बनने का सदा प्रयत्न करेंगे। हम अपने माता पिता, शिक्षक और गुरुजनों का आदर करेंगे और सबके साथ शिष्टता का व्यवहार करेंगे। अपने देश और देशवासियों के प्रति हम अपनी निष्ठा की प्रतिज्ञा करते हैं। उनके कल्याण और सुख समृद्धि में ही हमारा सुख निहित है। जय हिंद।
Jai Hind. Thank you so much, Dr. Jhansi, with this pledge and keeping every word of this pledge with our heart close to our heart. We are going to start our day with a motivational songs by Neha Shah. I would like to invite Neha, who is one of the participants, and Neha, I would like you to start with your motivational song if you are ready with. I am audible to Neha? Yes, Neha, please go ahead. Welcome, Neha.
Hi, hello everyone.
Hello, Neha. Good afternoon. Yes.
Good afternoon. Yeah, I'm starting. जिंदा है तू, बाकी है तुझ पे हौसला, तेरे जुल्म के आगे अंबर बना है मांगे, कर डाले तू जो फैसला, टूटी तकदीरें तो क्या, टूटी शमशीरें तो क्या, टूटी शमशीरों से ही मैदान फतेह, हर हर मैदान फतेह, हर हर मैदान फतेह, बंदिया हर मैदान फतेह।
Very good, Neha. Very good. Actually, with this song, Neha just want to motivate her women power, women, all the women who are associated with this module. She just want to motivate us so that we can get success in each and every field of our life. She is saying that कर हर मैदान फतेह, हर फील्ड में हम सक्सेस अचीव कर सकते हैं. We can get success in wherever we go. The only thing that is within us is our self-respect, our self-confidence. So let us now try to improve the same, and with another motivational song prepared by Varsha for the ladies. And this is the song in Varsha. Tell me the language of the song so that I will be sharing this on the screen, the translation of the song, which she will be singing.
Yeah, it's in Tamil.
Okay,
Think of a next song. It's quite famous. It's by A.R. Rahman only.
Okay, so you can a bit of that you can try, Varsha. You can say with that. You can sing that.
Yeah, okay. I'm clearly audible. Am I clearly audible?
Perfectly audible. Yes, I'll request Neha ji, Dipti ji, and Nupur ji to open up your video so that we can have a group photograph by the end. Whenever you are ready, please just make your video on so that we'll have a short photo session as well. Nupur ji and Neha ji, you two are requested to just switch on your video. Meanwhile, Varsha, you can continue.
Okay, so I want to share that I have never sung before anybody before. So that's for the opportunity first. So yeah, if I get nervous or if I, vocal gets shaky, please bear with that.
Yeah, we are ready.
Yeah. So it's about women who are equal to lion. So every woman is a lion. So that's the song, right? They can do anything. They can face any kind of, they can do anything if they just realize who they are. That's the song.
So we are Shernis, right? We are Tigris.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I have shared the translation on the screen for the one who are not from Tamil background. So we can view this translation for our understanding. Yes, Varsha, go ahead.
Thank you for that, Subi.
Yeah, my pleasure.
சிங்கப்பெண்ணே சிங்கப்பெண்ணே ஆணினமே உன்னை வணங்குமே நன்றி கடன் தீர்ப்பதற்கே கருவிலே உன்னை ஏந்துமே ஒரு முறை தலை குனி உன் வெற்றி சிங்க முகம் அவன் பார்ப்பதற்கு மட்டுமே ஏறு 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 நெஞ்சில் வலிமை கொண்டு ஏறு உன்னை பெண் என்று கேலி செய்த கூட்டம் ஒரு நாள் உன்னை வணங்கிடும் உயர்ந்து நின்று அன்னை தங்கை மனைவி என்று நீ விதைத்த வியர்வை உந்தன் பாதைக்குள் பற்றும் அந்த தீயை அணைக்கும் நீ பயமின்றி துணிந்து செல்லு சிங்கப்பெண்ணே வா சிங்கப்பெண்ணே ஆடினமே உன்னை வணங்குமே நன்றி கடனும் தீர்ப்பதற்கே கருவிலே உன்னை ஏந்துமே ஒரு முறை தலை கொண்டே உன் வெற்றி சிங்க முகம் அவர் பார்ப்பதற்கு மட்டுமே ஏறு 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 நெஞ்சில் வலிமை கொண்டு ஏறு உன்னை பெண் என்று கேலி செய்த கூட்டம் ஒரு நாள் உன்னை வணங்கிடும் உயர்ந்து நின்று உன்னாலே முடியாதென்று ஊரே சொல்லும் நம்பாதே போய் பரிதாபம் காட்டும் எந்த வர்க்கத்தோடும் இணையாதே உன்னாலே முடியாதென்று ஊரே சொல்லும் நம்பாதே போய் பரிதாபம் காட்டும் எந்த வர்க்கத்தோடும் இணையாதே உலகத்தின் வழி எல்லாம் வந்தால் என்ன உன் முன்னே பிரசவத்தின் வழியை தாண்ட பிறந்த அக்னி சீரகே அக்னி சீரகே எழுந்து வா உயிரை அழைப்போமோ பறந்து வா அக்னி சீரகே எழுந்து வா உன்னொளி விடும் கனாவை சேர்ப்போம் வாதை சகதியில் விழாமல் பார்ப்போம் வா ஏறு 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 நெஞ்சில் வலிமை கொண்டு ஏறு இந்த பூவை விதைப்போம் நீ பயமின்றி துணிந்து செல்லு தேங்க்யூ தேங்க்யூ
Thank you so much, Varsha. It was refreshing. We were not able to depict the meaning. I played the meaning, but I want to get your expressions on the screen. That is why meaning gayi piche and you are in the front screen.
Thank you.
I was struggling with the words where to get the meaning. वो मुझे मिल ही नहीं रहा था. Then I just switch it off, and then we were happy to see that you were enjoying the song. Yes, Aarti ji.
Thank you. Yeah, dedicating it to everybody.
So thank you so much with this motivational song, Varsha, for all of us. Now, to our expert, Dr. Manisha Mishra, that she'll be guiding us today for session 7. I just want to brief Dr. Manisha Mishra about our earlier work that we have done in module 1 and module 2. So in that, I am just giving a quick review. Yes, Dr. Manisha Mishra, am I audible to you? Okay, thank you so much. So I'm sharing on the screen the page where we had just compiled our program, our every duty and our every work that we have done. So here with us, there is our activity tracker sitting with us. She is Mrs. Varsha, who has done all this stuff for us. Dr. Manisha, as you can see, many things are in green. As you can see, only the red spots are showing that we have neglected our duties. In yoga sometimes, in lunch by 2 p.m. was our deadline. Dinner before sunset was another thing. Daily affirmations, Dr. Manisha, you can see that we all have done very, very devotionally. We have not skipped even a single day. And breakfast on time, we all have taken every time. Nutritious food every day. So the only few things where you can find few red dots are the times when we are played off and we just took the things easy, or kabhi there are various factors that influence us, the family factors. So those were the reasons. So with this, I would also like to show you our compiled work that we have done so far. I think my voice is perfectly audible. Is there any glitch in the voice?
Yeah.
Is it perfectly audible, Neha? Or is it lagging?
Yes, it is audible. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the feedback. Now I am sharing on the screen our work. Is it visible? Personality development slide. Okay, so with this, Dr. Manisha Mishra, we just want to brief you about the earlier tasks that we have done in detoxification. In detoxification, we have adopted various detox flow yoga techniques. Along with that, we had applied detoxification in our daily food. You can see the various food items that we have prepared during those time, during the first module of the event. The detox drink that we have prepared for us, to share us, to just we just learned few new concepts, few new techniques, some very old methods like using neem as the juice, and just old methods of having giloy as one of our ingredients in the detox drink. So those are the concepts that we have imbibed. So having chia seeds, these are the few detox drinks shared by our Varsha, Shivangi, all our rest participants, and the study behind it. We have researched a lot. We have read various books. Based on that, we have followed some digital detoxing technique as well. For that, we have used some apps which were giving us the total screen time. And to our dismay, we got to know that sometimes we are spending 4 to 5 hours a day in front of the screen. So that was disheartening. How can we waste our 5 hours in front of the screen? So we have reduced that 5 hours to 1 hour. Then we did some skin and hair detoxing. As you can see our beauty pics then and now. So this is what we had done during the first module, and then we proceed to some new concepts of speech detoxing. That is always having positive, polite, affirmative words in our day-to-day life. We have practiced that also. Having some time for our creative corner. So we also did that. And then for our mental detox, we followed all this method. Finally came, that is the just where our heart lies, our home. So we did our home detoxing. For our home detoxing, we followed various methods like Kapoor sublimation, camphor sublimation, yes, Kapoor. And then we also did it with Ashok Patras on the entrance, just to keep the negativity away. So there are various home detoxing tips that we have also followed. So if this is visible, I would also like to share my second module thing, which was health, food, and yoga. In that, we had made 7 affirmations. So in today's class, I would request Varsha to repeat her affirmations in front of us. Which affirmations are the positive statements that we have every day. We had followed some mirror rituals. In front of the mirror, we stood and we had taken a pledge to ourselves, not for the society, not for my family, not for my son, not for my daughter, not for my parents, for myself. These positive statements are for me. So these 7 statements को I will tell you कि कितनी मेहनत लगी है ये 7 statements सोचने में and उसको follow करने में. Then what we decided, 7 affirmations, we will fix it on the board and every day we will read it. We have said something, ऐसे तो life में we all know good things, but are we practicing those good things? So to practice those good things, we will remind ourselves daily morning that these are my 7 affirmations. I have to work for these 7 things in my life. So for this, we are going to fix these 7 affirmations on my bulletin board. So Varsha, I would like to invite you for reading your affirmations.
First one, I choose healthy foods naturally. I do yoga every single day to cure and make my body stronger. Spend quality time purchasing healthy grocery and cooking healthy food for my family. I meditate and spend calm, peaceful time every day. I keep implementing all techniques for self-development in all areas of my life. Wake up early at 4 a.m. and have a healthy ritual to begin my day. These are my.
So these
Thank
are
you,
the
Surbhi. Yeah, these are my powerful affirmations.
good, Varsha. Thank you for sharing in front of everyone because that requires guts. मिरर के सामने मैंने झूठ बोल दिया, मिरर ने सुन लिया, हम दोनों के बीच में बात खत्म. Now you are speaking these lines in front of everyone. Now your friends know that you are making these promises. I'll call you at 4 a.m. and will ask, Varsha, are you waking or you're sleeping? So these are the new things that we will imbibe. And in as I told you earlier, in our first module, our expert was Mrs. Aarti Diwan. She guided us how to improve our strength in for cycling, for exercises, and how to balance it with a balanced diet. Similarly, in our second module, Dr. Jhansi Rao, Ayurvedic doctor from Patanjali, trained yoga practitioner, she guided us how to imbibe good healthy habits. She has shared with us 20 points with which we can improve our lifestyle. So these are the various food items we engulfed in our second module. Second module was all about getting all the good things, good healthy foods, plus the things which our stomach wants. So to make happy relationship between our stomach and ourselves. So we have consumed these many food items together, and then we had our experience sharing sessions every day. With the experience sharing came the yoga series, which we never miss. Yoga series for each specific day, it was defined. We started for beginners, then we used various props, and then various, like day 1, de-stressing of spine, then arms, neck and shoulder. Gradually we move towards women specific yoga, that is PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome. So that was also dealt on day 4. Day 5 was basically various Nataraj yoga. We also perform Nataraj yoga, fluid yoga. So various kind of yoga techniques we have adopted. We woke up at 4 a.m. We performed all our home duties, and then we also performed outdoor cycling plus these yoga. We never miss the yogas from our daily life, and some outdoor activities as well. Any outdoor running, skipping, walking, cycling. So these are the things that we have imbibed in our daily routine, and then we kept on sharing our experiences. Plus we keep on reading. Yes, Dr. Manisha, am I audible to you? Okay. Yes, I got your information. So these many books we have read, we understood that the importance of yoga, and then we had spent some quality time with our hobbies. So we did various hobby sessions and few interactive question answer sessions that we have to have daily in our daily routine. So with this, Dr. Manisha, I have shared everything that we have done till now. We have invited you for module 3, and as you are going to share your views on the topic maintaining right posture at workplace, Dr. Manisha, this meeting will be ending in 1 minute. So after that, you will be getting 40 minutes to speak, and as per your convenience, whatever you have prepared, we are ready. Just guide us in this 1 minute. What are the things you need from us?
Okay. First of all, hello everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
We welcome you. We welcome you on this platform, Dr. Manisha. Please guide us with your expertise.
Thank you so much. So first of all, I would like to congratulate every one of you that you are participating in such a good program and taking such good care of yourself, because change starts from within ourselves. Change starts from within us, and that you already have begun. So I'm very excited and very happy to be a part of this group. Thank you, Dr. Surbi, for inviting me. Such good people, such educated people are with me today, all doctors and all the participants. I'm very excited to start with it today. So briefing about myself first, I am Dr. Manisha Mishra, a physiotherapist currently living in Surat. I have been practicing in many private clinics and hospitals now. And I used to love dance as when I was a child, and that dance and fitness as I grew up. So that attracted me to physiotherapy, and it led to the Zumba, Pilates, calisthenics. And so I just love trying to being fit and keeping myself. That is why I call myself as a movement enthusiast, because I just love to keep doing something or the other. So today the topic is right posture, how to maintain the right posture. Currently, I am in a bad posture because of the using mobile phone, but I would like to excuse me for that. Okay, so why are we talking about posture today? First of all, whenever we come to anyone, or whenever we see a person approaching us, first we see how the person is walking to us, how the person is standing, how the person is sitting. So it shows a lot about your confidence. It shows a lot about your fitness level, that how confident you are, how fit you are inside your body. Also, it defines your space, that yes, I am sitting in such a manner, and I would not allow any negativity to come near me. I would only allow positive talks near me. I would only allow good talks near me, and no such bad thoughts. So it improves your confidence, it shows your fitness level, and it also shows your space. Then talking about the medical, how it improves in your body is that it gives the space to your organs. When we are sitting like this in a slouched posture, all our organs and lungs are composed in a very short space. While when we are sitting tall, our body, our organs, they all get some space, and they help in digestion, and digestion will lead to a good face glow, and that is all what we're talking about in personality development, so getting a good posture. Okay, the other thing is that when we are again sitting like this, these are our lungs, it gets slouched, it reduces its function, and hence it's not able to work properly. When we are sitting like this, our lungs open up, our chest opens up and oxygenate our muscles, our brain, and so we are able to work properly, and we are able to think properly, think positive thoughts, and not become lazy and keep yawning every time. The other reason why being in a right posture is necessary is that it reduces the risk of degenerative diseases like osteoarthritis, spondylitis in your spine. Your spine health is very important. As we grow old, our spine reduces, becomes a little small. The space in between the spine reduces, and also our height. So we need to maintain the spine health. That is very important, because as we age, we have to prevent all the diseases like reduction in the space of the spine, that may lead to back pain and nerve pain. So to prevent all these, we need to sit in the right posture. Also, when we are doing yoga or when we are working out, it is very necessary for coming into the right posture and doing it. Otherwise, it may lead to injury. Many people do very jerky movements or do very fast yoga, which is very wrong. And if we are in a proper posture and if we do it slowly, we can considerably reduce the chances of injury. So also when we are doing yoga or any exercise, we have to take care of our breathing. First inhale, exhale slowly, and then give some time for your body to adapt to that workout. For example, if you're just trying to lift a heavy object, we just don't go and lift it. We have to wait, we have to warm up our body and then do that. So coming into the right posture and letting your body breathe is very important before doing it. Okay, so this was the thing that why right posture is necessary. So now as we are sitting for 30 minutes or more than that, I think almost 1 hour. So let's do a little warm up for the rest of the talk.
Sure. We
Okay.
are excited for it. We are all dressed up for that. Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, so I would request everyone to we'll start with the legs.
Yes.
Just imagine that these are my legs and you have to pump your legs up, pump your foot up. We'll be doing these exercises while sitting. We will do because we have to sit for long hours, so that is why I'm just covering that up for right now.
Sure, we will do with you. Yes, doctor. Guide us.
So, for example, that these are my foot. You have to pump it up and down slowly, up and down, up and down, up and down. Stretch your foot as much as you can. Up
This is with
and
foot.
down.
This is with foot or hand?
Foot,
This
foot. It
exercise
is
is with foot. Okay. Standing or sitting?
sitting. So while we are sitting, first we'll start with the legs. We'll have to pump our foot up and down and stretch as much as possible. Stretch your foot as much as possible. Down, up and down. Is everyone following me?
We all are doing.
Please switch on your video so that I can see if you all are going on the right track. And
Yes,
this exercise
I
is
request Nupur. Yes, please. We all are doing.
to show it with my hands because I will not be able to show with my legs. This exercise is of the foot. Everyone attain a sitting posture and stretch your foot up and down. One. Okay, I'm sorry. 1, down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. And 5, down. Okay. Now for the knee, I'll be showing you. Just keep both your hands on your knees. Keep both your hands on your knees and raise your knees. Touch your hand with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this was the exercise for your thighs. The next exercises will be, you have to, this is your knee, you have to place it on the right side. Your right leg on the right side. So right leg on the right side. 1, 2.
Yes,
Your right leg, touch it on the floor on the right side. 1, 2. Similarly to the left. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Now moving up, we'll be doing a little bit for the trunk. Everyone put your hands straight like this in front of you and twist. Twist your trunk. Slowly inhale and twist. Come into the neutral position on the other side. All movements should be very smooth, no jerky movements as it may cause you pain. 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7. Do as much you can do. Do not overstretch for now. When you're doing it regularly, you may increase the range. Okay, exhale slowly. Okay, so next we'll be doing off for our shoulders. Everyone keep your hands on the shoulders and open them up. Hands on the shoulders and open them up. And as you open them up, inhale a long breath. This exercise opens up your chest and improves your lung capacity. That is very necessary during these COVID times. Okay. Then for the wrists, simple rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now a little bit stretching for the neck. Everyone keep your left hand over the right side of your head and the right hand on the shoulder of the right side. And give a pull both the things on in the opposite direction so that your neck stretches. Slowly, this should be very smoothly and not any jerky movements. Relax. 1. Slowly pull it against each other and let your neck stretch. 2. 3. 4. And 5. We'll be doing the same for the opposite direction. Your right hand on the left part of the head and your left hand over the left shoulder. Slowly stretch your neck. No jerky movements. Slowly. 2. Pull both hands in against each other. 3. 4. And 5. Relax. Now slowly inhale and we'll be doing neck rotations. First on the right side, inhale slowly. Very slowly we'll be doing these. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now the next exercise for the neck will be looking backwards slowly and then in neutral position. We do not have to look like this because in general our posture is always becoming like this. Using mobile, cutting vegetables, our posture is continuously becoming like this. So we need to open up, we need to extend our neck, look back as much as you can. We don't have to overdo it. Inhale and look back and come into the neutral position. Do not look down. This movement should not be there. Only look back and neutral. 2 and neutral. 3 and neutral. 4 and neutral. 5 and neutral. So for strengthening your muscles of the front neck, we'll have to just do a simple thing. I want you everyone to show me 2 fingers. Put it on your chin and tuck it inside. Tuck it inside. As you can see my neck, tuck it inside. Our heads are continuously like this. You need to attain a proper posture. Open up your back and tuck your chin inside. We don't have to look down, but we can do this chin tuck. This is called the chin tuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, this is all for today. I mean, this is all for the warm-up session for the posture, because we were sitting. So whenever you have to sit for a long time, you can do these exercises to improve your blood circulation, and this will oxygenate your lungs, and your brain will not feel lazy in the afternoons as we all do. So you can practice these exercises. I'll be repeating in maybe if you all want in the future. Okay, so these are the normal exercises which you could practice while sitting. Okay, so for the next, why are we talking about posture today? It is because to prevent the back injuries, the neck injuries, I like to talk a little more about center of mass. As you all know, center of mass of the body is for example, just imagine a ball or a rectangular book. This is a rectangular book. All its mass is situated approximately in its center. If you can imagine a ball or a book like this, all its mass is situated approximately in the center. Now, if the book leans forward, the center of mass goes below. If it was here, then it goes below. And there is a high probability of this book falling down. Similarly, in our body, the center of mass is situated in the sacral bone. In the second sacral bone, there are 4 sacral bones in the vertebra, which are fused together. So in the second sacral bone approximately, which is nearby 1 inch below your navel, over there is the center of mass for our body. Now, there are many physical forces that are acting on the body, against which our body acts to maintain a stable posture. So we have to help our body and not misalign it, so that we can attain a proper posture and not fall down every time. So whenever we are, for example, if I'm standing, you can see my center of mass is somewhere here. When I'm sitting, as I move more towards the floor, the center of mass goes down and I will become more stable. You feel that when you're standing, you get more tired easily, and when you're sitting, you feel a little stable because your center of mass is going near the floor. And when you're lying down, it goes more near, so that you are fully relaxed. All your muscles are relaxed. There's no tension in the muscles, and you can sleep peacefully. So the center of mass, we have to make it sure that it is in line and not it does not vary so much to make us fall. Now, if we are not falling and if we are trying to maintain a wrong posture, for example, if I am sitting like this is the correct posture. Now, if I sit like this, my center of mass comes ahead, and all the physical forces that are acting, it becomes strong and try to pull my body down. And now my body is acting against it to maintain this posture, which is the wrong posture. So all the wrong muscles are acting and trying to maintain this wrong posture. So it indirectly harms our spine, our back muscles, and then we complain of back pain. So to prevent all that, we have to try to maintain a good posture. So we never know that when we have to carry a heavy object and run to catch a bus, or maybe walk from our walk till our house. So we always have to prepare our muscles. We always need to strengthen it up for doing anything, for doing any physical activity. As you all are doing cycling and skipping, yoga, you all are already one step ahead in doing that. And so let's move forward then. Am I clear till now?
Very clear, Dr.
it,
Manisha. Thank you so much for this exercise session. And yes, Nupurji, we have caught your son performing postures. Yes, he was maintaining the right posture then or wrong one. You were showing him on the camera. We caught him. We caught him.
yeah.
Okay, we
Okay.
caught him red-handed.
Moving forward, yeah. Moving forward, there are two types of posture. One is static, the one in which we'll be stable in one position. That is known as, that includes standing, sitting, and lying down, in which we are in one position. But other is dynamic, in which we are walking, running, jogging, cycling. All this is dynamic posture. Now, we should first let's see that what are the normal postures that we should attain while being in these, like for example, when we are standing. First, let's see when we are standing. So, okay, so I would like everyone to stand for a minute, if you could.
And then you will catch us red-handed, huh? You will catch us. Okay, we will show you.
Okay, so I would like to first request everyone to stand normally as you all do. Then we will correct each other one by one. Am I audible now?
Perfectly audible.
Okay. Okay, I've seen all the participants standing. Now let us stand in the correct posture. Okay, now first we will imagine that a line is going through our head and reaching to between both the feet. So we have to align the full body so that we do not give more weight on one side, but we align full body so that we do not stand like this or this or this. Okay. So let's talk first with the head. Head when we are standing should always be straight, not like this, like this. Even when we are attaining any posture, we do not stand like this. We will keep our head straight. And I taught you about the chin tuck. Again, 2 fingers, tuck your chin inside. Head straight, chin tuck. Everyone keep your hands on the shoulder. Shoulders should be a little braced, not like this. This is the wrong posture. Everyone, brace it up. Open up your chest a little, not too much. This is again wrong. It should be in neutral position. Arms, talking about the arms, it should always be on the sides, touching your body loosely. Now, as we have seen about this chin tuck, similarly, we have the muscles over here which we call the core muscles, that you have to tuck in again. Like we tightened up the chin over here, we'll be tightening the stomach muscle. We'll be tightening the stomach muscles a little bit so that it improves our posture also, and it also keeps when it is working, so it keeps on strengthening itself. So little pull back your stomach a little bit. Pull back your stomach. Okay. Now we are going to talk about the pelvis. Some people, the pelvis is like this. This is wrong. Some people's pelvis will be like this. Again, we are deviating from the line that we had imagined. So keeping it neutral. Everyone, can you feel the bone over here? Can you feel the bone on the waist on which the pant hangs? Can you feel it? Yes. Okay. So we have to touch that and bring it to the neutral position. If you are standing like this, and if your posture is like this, bring it back into the neutral position. If your posture is like this, bring it back into the neutral position. You can also perform this exercise so that you can imagine that what is abnormal posture and what has to be a normal posture. Bring it to a neutral position. Okay, everyone understood about neutral pelvis? Okay. Then talking about the feet, it should be shoulder width apart, not too much. The gap between your foot should be only shoulder width apart. This is the shoulder. should be the same distance between your feet. Okay, everyone. And then the lastly, that you should have a good proper supporting shoes so that you're not standing on one leg, or you'll have to stand like this or bend your back because your legs are hurting. So good shoes and put equal weight on both the sides of the body. Standing on one leg is very wrong. It stresses one side of your body and overworks one side of your body, whereas the other leg, it is doing nothing but putting weight on the other side of the body. In equal weight on both the sides of the body, arms should be loosely timed, neutral pelvis, shoulders a little opened up, chin tucked, and head should be always straight. Okay, any doubts about standing posture? Any doubts about standing posture?
No, no doubt.
Okay. So next we'll be covering sitting posture. I would like everyone to sit down. Okay, so for sitting, we have covered a little bit, but just revising quickly, the head should be again straight. We can always see Dr. Surbi. She's the perfect model right now. She's showing us the lateral view, and Miss Varsha also. She's showing us the front view completely. They will be the model for sitting posture for us. So always keep your head straight. Shoulders again should be a little back, not rounded. This is rounded shoulder. This is rounded shoulder. Pull it back, as I have showed you. If you are confused, just keep your hands on the shoulders and pull it a little back and relax. And your back should always be flat. We have a normal S curve on the spine, and that should always be maintained. If it is deviated from its position, then it can lead to back pain and nerve impingement. So to avoid that, try to maintain that curve. You can always see that this part, the thorax, this region of your body will always touch the chair, while this will be the lumbar area, the back area will be in air. So to prevent that and causing hurt, you can always use a lumbar pillow, a back pillow, and you can easily support your back for sitting for long hours. A small pillow would do. And many ladies, I can see that they sit cross-legged like this. This is wrong. Sitting like this, I'm not using the cliche postures that is told that sit like a lady. That is all wrong. You can sit however you want, but it should be right, not straining your body. Both the feet should be parallel. Your thigh should be parallel to the foot. Your thigh should be parallel to the ground, not raised like this, not kept on each other. Your thighs parallel to the ground. Your knees should be straight, maintaining almost a 90 degree. Your feet should be parallel to the ground again. And you can always use a support so that your feet remain like this and improve the blood circulation. As and while you get time, you may perform ankle toe pump, which strengthens your calf muscles. The calf muscles are the ones that are joining from the knee to the ankle. So always you can strengthen these. Also, you can prevent atherosclerosis, that is cholesterol getting inside your that gets collected inside your veins over here. So to prevent and keep them circulating, you can always practice this. For those especially who have to sit for 8 to 10 hours straight, keep doing these and you can prevent all those things. And again, you can keep your stomach a little tucked in so that it can strengthen and support your back. So covering everything up, lastly, head should be straight. Your arms should be, your shoulder should be back, arms parallel, and hands on the thigh. Thigh should be parallel to the ground. Your knee should be maintaining a 90 degree to the thigh. And your feet should be again parallel to the ground, and you can keep them a little raised and perform the ankle toe movement. These are called. Please do not cross your legs or slouch very much. This may hurt you. Okay, so am I clear with the sitting posture? Any doubts? Okay. Now the next is for the next static posture that we'll be covering is lying down. It's okay if we do not have a model for this one. So for lying down, the main point will be that you should have a firm mattress.
One doubt in the sitting posture, you were telling us to move our foot like this. So how frequently we should do like this, the movement of ankle to toe?
If you are sitting for straight 30 minutes, you can perform these exercises so
And
that you can.
every time of the day when we sit on the chair, this is the only way to sit. Nowhere our hips should be up or it should be down. This is the right posture, right? We have to maintain it
Choose
throughout.
the right posture. But again, if you're sitting for too long, you may be tensed about the muscles. The muscles might get tense that we are sitting continuously like that. That is why in first we have covered the exercises for sitting posture. That when you're sitting, you will be performing ankle toe, these right leg touch, left leg touch, this exercise, then you're twisting your torso, this exercises. Every 1 to half an hour, you can perform these at least one exercise so that your blood keeps on circulating and you don't have to face all the issues. Okay, fine. Okay, so the next is lying down. For lying down, you will need to have a firm mattress, not very hard and not very soft also, because again you will have to maintain the S curvature of the spine, the normal curvature of the spine you will have to maintain. So for that, use a firm mattress, a firm pillow for the neck if you use. For example, this is my body and this is my head. My hand is my body and my palm is my head. So your head shouldn't be like this when you're sleeping, nor like this. It should be in neutral position, because the curvature, this is straight that I'm showing, but just imagine that this is my spine. It should be straight and not exaggerated into either up nor down. It should be straight. So you can use a small firm pillow for your neck, and always try to sleep either on your side or straight. Please avoid sleeping on your stomach. It may cause back problems to you. So for sleeping on this side, you can always use a pillow between your legs, between both your knees. Use a pillow, use a soft or firm pillow, and use a pillow between your between the bed and the hand. You can always keep it like this, and a firm pillow beneath your head. So these will help you in relaxation of your whole body. And when you're sleeping straight, try to, if you are very tired or if you've had a hard day at work, you can always elevate your legs at 20 to 30 degrees from the bed, and it will help all the blood and lactic acid that accumulates through the whole day. It will help to drain it out from the legs. And again, perform ankle to movement, and that will be helping in your blood circulation and the draining of the lactic acid from the legs. So this was all about the lying down posture.
So Dr. Manisha, as per your suggestion, every member of the family will have 3 pillows. Like 3 members, 9 pillows. So I have to prepare a new list.
You will look for pillows. If in case we are not able to do this, ensure that you can, for relaxation, you can keep a pillow between your knees.
Okay.
A minimum that would be. So 2 pillows per person.
Okay. Thank you for reducing the number. Thank you, doctor.
Okay. So next is we'll be covering walking. We are jumping to the dynamic posture now. When we are moving, when we are in motion, what should be our posture while walking? So while walking, I'll perform. When we are walking, again, your head should be straight. Your chin should be always again tucked in. Stomach should be a little tucked in, and we have a normal way of walking like this. Then, if your, for example, left foot is moving forward, so right hand moves forward. This sway, this natural sway is very important for the body, because it helps to maintain a pace, a normal pace, so that we don't run while walking, or we are not walking very slowly. Again,
Dr. Manisha, sorry for the interruption. If the meeting will end, ladies, we will be rejoining for dynamic guidance, and plus your interaction, your group discussion will be after this rejoining. If those, you all are requested to rejoin for group discussion and for understanding the dynamic postures. Thank you. Continue.
Yeah. Okay, so this normal sway should be always maintained. And when we are keeping our heel, when we are keeping our legs ahead, always try to keep your heel first. If this is my foot and this is okay, so as we were talking about walking, you have to keep your heel first and not the entire foot or the toe first. Walk like this. Walk, keep your heel first, then the full toe, the full feet, and then your toe. This should be the pattern for both the legs. Okay, so this should be the normal sway of your body. And try to keep a healthy distance. Try to keep a healthy distance between both your feet while walking. It should not be so much that it causes your body to misalign the normal line that we were talking about. Okay, so this was the normal walking posture. For running, it is almost similar to the walking, but while running, we have to pace up ourselves. So for that, you will have to lean up. Like we are going to fall. That is the posture while running. So our center of mass reaches a little ahead. And so that, so to maintain the right posture, we'll have to lean a little ahead and have this normal sway of our hands and legs for walking. Always keep in mind while running is that you should have this at 90 degrees. No running like this or like this. Maintain it 90 degrees and you will have good pace for running. Again, in this, you have to keep your heel first, then toe, and then the foot, and then the toe. And this, while running, it will be a little fast. Heel, toe, heel, foot, and toe. I have to show it with my hands because I'll not be able to show my feet right now. That is a little sorry for that. Okay. Next is for lifting heavy objects. That will be the last dynamic posture that we'll be covering. Everyone knows how we'll have to lift. It is very common these days that we have to squat and lift it. Don't bend your knee. Don't bend your back. When you're lifting, don't bend your back and lift. This is wrong. Don't bend your back. Wrong. Squat into the squat from your knees. Squat and hold it.
We are getting the view, doctor. We are getting your view. Yes.
Squat and then bring it. Don't bend like this. It will strain your back and you will be having back pain for long and long days. Always warm up your body before lifting heavy objects so that it does not strain your muscle. So squat, come into a knee, bend your knee like this and then pick the thing. And your back should be straight. Again, squatting and bending is wrong. Squatting and bending is again wrong. Squat, your back should be straight. And
This is wrong.
yeah, that's right. And there should be no jerky movements. Otherwise, the disc which I was talking about will come out of the spine, impinge your nerve, and then back pain issues for a long time. Okay, so this was for the dynamic lifting, the dynamic posture in lifting. Now I would like to talk about a little ergonomics. That is mostly that we have covered up, but for the computer workers, the computer should be at eye level, not below. For keeping your head straight, the screen should be ahead. Your arm should be approximately near your thigh, working on the keyboards like this, mouse like this. So you don't keep your hands over the top like this. This is wrong. Or very low. This will create a slouch posture for your back. So eye should be ahead, looking at the screen, not tilted. Your hand should be straight again. 90-degree posture. Maintain 90-degree angle for the arms and the hand. And your mouse should be near to reach. And then shoulders again back. Your chair should be flat. Your back should be flat near the chair. And all the other postures that we saw during normal posture for sitting, that will be included. And again, maintain 90 degree from hips, knees, and ankles. Ankle should be flat or maybe a little raised and perform exercises. And again, keep changing your position. As we showed, for relaxation, you can perform all these exercises, opening up the chest. For shoulder exercises, I wanted to show a little bit. For stretching this muscle, you can first pull up your shoulder and then go behind. This is normally as we do in Gomukhasana. You can just put your hand on the behind the elbow and stretch a little. You can feel a warm stretch over this part. This is the triceps muscle. You can feel a little stretch. Similarly, on the other side, you can feel a little stretch. This is the normal Gomukhasana that we'll do, but a little variation in doing like this. The next stretch for the shoulder is putting your hand on the other shoulder and stretching it like this. You can feel a stretch over the side part of the shoulder and the other hand. This hand should touch your other shoulder and bring it on a stretch. This hand should be again on the elbow and bring it to a good stretch. The next exercise is exercise for shoulder relaxation. Put both your hands like this behind your neck, like this. And slowly inhale and bring it close and move it back. Close and move it back. Close and move it back. You will feel your shoulders opening up, and if you are sitting in a wrong posture, it will strengthen and stretch your muscles and also provide you relaxation. So this is for the computer workers. Sorry, I'm going a little bit fast. I know you might be having some work. That is it. So for teachers, for those who have to stand for a long time, and especially I'm covering the teachers. First of all, you have to wear a proper footwear, so that again you don't misalign your body, stand on one leg and create a postural imbalance. So use a proper footwear, and if you have to sit, you can use the same posture as we covered in sitting. And for continuous speaking, because the teachers have to speak for the whole day, take breaks, give long breaths to yourself, and exhale. Let your lungs fill up, let the oxygen come in, and practice deep breathing exercises, because your lung function because when we shout, our lung has to work more, and you have to strengthen your lung muscles too.
Dr. Manisha, I think every mother who is sitting here, they are the teacher in one way or the another, because they are teaching their kids. So everyone is the teacher here. So I think they are shouting, they are speaking non-stop, they are guiding their kids. So all our teachers sitting in front of you, Dr. Manisha, we will perform these duties that you just told us.
Yes, okay. And keep a daily routine of, as you are practicing not only yoga and not only cycling or jogging, but try to maintain, like we have 7 days in a week. If you're working out for even 5 days, you have to maintain. You can do 1 day yoga, 1 day cardio. Cardio means an exercises in which your heart rate goes up. That will involve cycling, skipping, aerobic activity. That you can do. 1 day you can do is strength training. You can use simple water bottle, 1 liter water bottle you can use. If you don't have dumbbells at home, you can use it simply and put it behind your like this and train your triceps muscle. This is very easy. This is a homemade ghar ka ilaj for strengthening exercises. I have a 8-month-old baby. I can use him to pick up for strengthening muscles. So you can use anything that you have at house. 1 kilo dal ka packet will do anything. 1 kg, 2 kg, however you strengthen, and increase it gradually. Today 1 kg, tomorrow 1 kg. For 5 days, practice on 1 kg. Then improve it for 1.5 kg. And the third week, you can go for 2 kgs.
Doctor, you are suggesting us weightlifting. That is third day of weightlifting, right?
Yes. First we saw yoga, you can practice. Then aerobic activity. And then for strength training, you must always go for strength training. That is very much required. And not only arms, you can practice plank, You can also variations in plank. You can, as ma'am said, Google Mata. Google
Yes.
Mata is always there. If you also need help, I'll be there. I can help you in training. But Google
Thank you
Mata is
so
always there. So always practice strengthening. No, one thing will not make your body very active for the whole for a whole aspect. So strength training is also important. Okay. So lastly, for the students, I would like to say that you have to maintain a healthy posture, because you have to sit and stand and play and do everything. And if it is a wrong posture, you might lead to diseases in the future. Optimal view should be there. Today, these days, we have to sit in for a long time in front of the computers and iPad. So optimal view. If you are using your mobile not like this, it should always be in front of your eyes. If you are doing this, it's very wrong. Keep it in front of you. Also, if you are having a desk at home, it should be in such a place that your shoulders are not slouched. Keep it like this. Yes. Again, sitting posture should be the same for students. And for students, we are done almost. Okay, and for housewives, we all are doing house chores. So while cutting vegetables, divide your work. Do not sit for long hours in the same posture while cutting. Like if you are taking all the vegetables together, so that will be wrong. Try to divide your time. Do one thing, do one vegetable at once, and then stand up and do another job, and then come back and do the leftover. So do not stretch at one time only, and do not bend your neck. We get tired and then we are cutting the vegetables like this. Wrong. Do it in a correct posture. If you're feeling that no, I'm tired, I'll have to slouch now. So just go take a walk. Drink water. At least we could do that. Drink water. Just go for a walk and come back, and then you can again do it. Then activities that involve repeated bending. For example, if you are bartan laga rahe ho, simple. If you are keeping the utensils in the rack, just collect all the utensils together. That has to go down. That has to go in the lower rack. So just collect all the glasses, for example, and then bend at once and keep it. Bend also. Don't bend your back. Squat and go down and keep them. So together. So you have to try to minimize the doing collective things. Okay, so the next is heavy lifting. As we said, do not lift if it is too heavy. Take help if it is very necessary, and use a belt. If you are having any back pain issues, please use a belt and squat and pick it up. Do not bend your back. Bear it. Bear your back from heavy lifting. So this is all about the ergonomics. If we have another profession that is included, I would, or if you have any questions regarding this, any ergonomic or any other profession, I would like to help.
Yes, now we are open for group discussion and roundtable discussion. Dr. Manisha Mishra, we have with us Dr. Jhansi Rao, who is Ayurvedic trained doctor, and she is also practicing Yogasana, and she is trained from Patanjali as well. She is a social activist. We have with us multi-talented Mrs. Aarti Diwan. She is a very great painter I have ever met. A homemaker plus a cyclist by hobby. By her own preferences have many a diverse field. So I welcome them all, and now my participants are open for questioning any topic related to any such fields. All my experts will help you in solving your queries. Yes, Neha, Varsha, Nupurji, and even the experts, we are going to have a roundtable discussion. We can talk over any topic. This is a kind of group discussion we are going to have right now.
सबसे पहले डॉक्टर मनीषा, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ कि जैसे आपने बताया वॉकिंग का, कि हमें वॉकिंग कैसे करना चाहिए, तो सेम पोस्चर रनिंग का भी वैसे ही होता है या डिफरेंट होता है?
ओके, तो आपने पूछा रनिंग का पोस्चर सेम होता है कि नहीं. तो रनिंग में क्या है कि हमारा सेंटर ऑफ मास जो मैं बता रही थी वो थोड़ा आगे शिफ्ट हो जाता है. तो उसकी वजह से हमें हमारी बॉडी, जैसे हम वॉकिंग में स्ट्रेट वॉक कर रहे हैं, तो हमें हमारी बॉडी थोड़ी लीन करनी पड़ती है आगे. तो
हाँ, रनिंग में थोड़ा आगे जाता है बॉडी.
रनिंग में हमारा बॉडी आगे जाएगा. बाकी फुट के मूवमेंट्स फास्ट होंगे, हाथ के मूवमेंट्स फास्ट होंगे, बाकी पोस्चर हमारा ऑलमोस्ट सेम रहता है. बस वो थोड़ा फास्ट हो जाएगा, आगे लीन होना पड़ता है.
मोस्टली हम देखते हैं कि कुछ लोग रनिंग हैंड्स को ऐसे करके भी करते हैं, कुछ डाउन करके भी करते हैं. तो सही पोस्चर आप क्या सजेस्ट करेंगी? कि रनिंग मैं भी करती हूँ, बट अभी तक वॉकिंग जैसे आपने बताया कि वॉकिंग का सही पोस्चर क्या होता है वो हमें आज पता चला। तो आप सजेस्ट कीजिए कि रनिंग का एक्चुअल पोस्चर क्या होगा, नहीं तो क्या होगा कि हमें बेनिफिट कम होंगे और डिसएडवांटेज ज्यादा हो जाएंगे उसके।
जी 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 जी, सही बात है। तो रनिंग में अभी हमने बताया था कि आपका ये पोस्चर जो है हैंड का 90 डिग्री मेंटेन रहना चाहिए, तो अच्छा होगा। वो हमारा जो नेचुरल स्वे होता है
हाँ,
वॉकिंग
ऐसे ऐसे जो रहता है या
हाँ, वो नॉर्मल स्वे जो ऐसा रहता है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है हमारी बॉडी के बैलेंस को भी मेंटेन करने के लिए। और हम जिस डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं हमारी बॉडी को पता चलता है कि हम उस डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं, तो उस नेचुरल स्वे को मेंटेन करना बहुत जरूरी है। तो ये 90
नेचुरल में
डिग्री,
हमारा जो ऐसा ऐसा चलता है वो ही बेस्ट है।
हाँ
ये
ऐसे
वाला
ऐसे जो हम, हाँ ये वाला ऐसे लूजली करेंगे तो वो नेचुरल स्वे जो नेचुरल होता है वो नहीं आएगा। और ऐसे भी बहुत ऐसे ऐसे करके भी नहीं, फर्स्ट नहीं करेंगे। ये 90 डिग्री ट्राई करना है, मेंटेन रहे जी। और पहले
हमारा
हमेशा
एल्बो
heel first, ये 90
एल्बो
डिग्री
और हैंड पूरा 90 डिग्री होना चाहिए।
जी जी। ये एल्बो, ये हैंड से आप इमेजिन करिए 90 डिग्री ऐसे रहेगा।
ओके,
ये मूवमेंट आनी चाहिए। और हेड हमेशा आगे, चिन टक।
Right.
थोड़ा ऑफकोर्स वार्म अप करना पड़ेगा रनिंग के पहले इंजरीज प्रिवेंट करने के लिए। और हमेशा हील फर्स्ट। ये अगर मेरा पूरा फुट है, ये मेरा लेग है, तो आप ऑफकोर्स पहले हील फर्स्ट रखेंगे, फिर पूरा फुट और उसके बाद टो। तो ये बहुत फास्ट मूवमेंट होगा, ऐसे ऐसे दौड़ेंगे।
ओके, मीन फर्स्ट हील देन फुट आएगा।
फर्स्ट हील देन फुट एंड देन टो। वो नेचुरल हम लोग ऐसे ही चलते हैं, बट कुछ लोगों का ऐसे होता है कि वो पहले टो रख के भी चलते हैं, टो वॉकिंग बोलते हैं जिसको। उससे इंजरीज हो सकती है। तो टो वॉकिंग, टो रनिंग कुछ लोग करते हैं, बट नेचुरली नॉर्मली पीपल हम लोग यही करते हैं कि हम लोग पहले हील फर्स्ट ही रखते हैं। आई वाज
Then,
टॉकिंग अबाउट जो ऐसे कुछ करते हैं जी।
ओके ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
ओके, वेलकम।
मनीषा जी, हम साइकिलिंग करने के टाइम पे ये थोड़ा फॉरवर्ड बेंडिंग होता है ना बॉडी, तभी
या
किसमें?
साइकिलिंग करने के टाइम पे बॉडी ऐसा बेंड होता है,
हाँ हाँ।
तभी मतलब क्या प्रिकॉशंस लेना है?
तो उसके लिए क्या प्रिकॉशंस लेने हैं?
हाँ, ये तो मतलब राइट और रॉन्ग।
जी डॉक्टर मनीषा, आजकल जो नई बाइसिकल्स, जो हमारे जमाने में बाइसिकल आती थी उसमें जब हम बैठते थे तो हम ऐसे बैठते थे जब हम छोटे थे। अभी वाली जो फैशनेबल, जितनी फैशनेबल आएगी वो हमें ऐसे करके चलाना। इवन जो जितनी अच्छी होगी उसमें उतना बेंडिंग होगा। तो वो जो बेंडिंग है डॉक्टर मनीषा, इवन मैंने जब नया नया, अभी आई एम वेरी मच इंस्पायर्ड बाय मिसेस आरती दीवान। तो ऐसे तो हम बहुत सालों से साइकिलिंग करते आए हैं, बट अभी अभी जब डॉक्टर मनीषा मैंने थोड़ा एक्सटेंड किया अपनी लिमिट, रेगुलर चीजों के अलावा थोड़ा साइकिलिंग पे जब एक्सटेंड किया, तो आई फेल्ट कि इनिशियली फ्यू डेज आई हैड सम स्ट्रेस ऑन माय बैक। मुझे बैक में स्ट्रेस लगा, और जो रेगुलरली योगा और उन सब में नहीं लगता। तो वो मुझे जानना था कि कहीं मैं पोस्चर तो गलत नहीं है या फिर ओवर एक्सर्शन तो नहीं है बॉडी को। वही
डॉक्टर मनीषा,
डॉक्टर
साइकिलिंग करते टाइम लॉन्ग राइड करते हैं जब हम, तो ये जो पोर्शन होता है ये थोड़ा पेन होता है, तो नेचुरल है या नहीं होना चाहिए?
ये पहले जब हम लोग जस्ट स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं तो ये बहुत ही नॉर्मल है, बहुत ही नेचुरल है, बिकॉज हमारे मसल्स तैयार नहीं है, वार्म्ड अप नहीं है वो एक्सरसाइज करने के लिए। तो पहले जब भी आप साइकिलिंग फॉर एग्जांपल करने जा रहे हैं तो ऑलवेज ट्राई करिए कि आप अपनी बॉडी को वार्म अप करिए। जहां भी आपको पेन हो रहा है, जहां भी पेन नहीं, मोस्टली फुल बॉडी का वार्म अप, थोड़ा सा जंपिंग जैक्स कर सकते हैं, थोड़ा सा ट्विस्टिंग कर सकते हैं, हमारे बैक को प्लैंक करके हम लोग स्ट्रेंथन कर सकते हैं। और ये जो नेक के मसल्स है उनका भी हमेशा ट्राई करिए कि थोड़ा वार्म अप, जैसे अभी हमने थोड़ी बहुत एक्सरसाइजेस सीखी है, और भी बहुत सारी हैं, अगर कवर अप करना होगा तो मैं करूंगी। पर जो नॉर्मल एक्सरसाइजेस हैं उससे आप वार्म अप कर सकते हैं हमारी अपनी बॉडी, सो दैट वो इंजरीज में ना लीड करे। तो नेक का जो प्रॉपर पोस्चर जैसे आप बता रहे हैं, तो आजकल की साइकिल्स में ऐसा हो गया, तो इसमें स्लाउचिंग नहीं आना चाहिए। साइकिल चलाते टाइम स्लाउचिंग नहीं होनी चाहिए। प्रॉपर ट्रेनिंग होना चाहिए बैक मसल्स का एंड कोर मसल्स का। कोर के लिए आप प्लैंक एक्सरसाइजेस बेस्ट होती हैं करने के लिए। बैक के लिए सारे आसन, भुजंगासन, पेल्विक ब्रिजिंग, आप सीधा लेट के पेल्विस अपना ये नीज बेंड करके पेल्विस अपना उठा सकते हैं। कमर उठाने का जो एक्सरसाइज है उससे आप अपना मसल स्ट्रेन कर सकते हैं। जैसे आपका ये पूरा बॉडी है, ये आपका पूरा बॉडी है, आपने कमर उठा ली, तो धीरे धीरे उसको नीचे लाइए, तो आपके सब मसल्स जो है वर्क करेंगे, स्ट्रेंथन होंगे। तो आपको साइकिलिंग में जो बैक के मसल्स का पेन है वो नहीं होगा। इसके लिए जो मसल्स है उसके लिए शोल्डर स्ट्रेंथनिंग, और सर्वाइकल मसल्स की स्ट्रेंथनिंग जो हमने एक्सरसाइज बोली, उसके लिए आप 1 kg का वेट उठा के, ये सब है एक्सरसाइज साइड की है, बिकॉज ये सारे मसल्स आफ्टर ऑल यहाँ पे अफेक्ट करते हैं। तो सर्वाइकल की मसल्स की स्ट्रेंथनिंग इंपॉर्टेंट है, सो दैट आप जब इस पोस्चर में है, जैसे मैंने बताया कि आपका सेंटर ऑफ मास आगे जाता है, हम लीन फॉरवर्ड होता है, रनिंग में भी और साइकिलिंग में आजकल ज्यादा आपके लेग्स थोड़े ऊंचे हो जाएंगे और आपकी बॉडी ऐसे सेंटर ऑफ
नीचे
मास
होते हैं।
इन शॉर्ट आगे जा रहा है, तो हमारी बॉडी को और काम करना पड़ता है और स्ट्रेन पड़ता है हमारे मसल्स पे। तो उसके स्ट्रेन को बेयर करने के लिए हमारी बॉडी में इनफ स्ट्रेंथ अगर नहीं होगी तो वो फिर पेन करेगा, स्ट्रेस करेगा। जैसे
क्योंकि
आप आज
मोस्टली
एक
जो
साल के लिए
या आप बोलिए बोलिए।
जैसे आप आज 1 किलोमीटर के लिए साइकिलिंग कर रहे हैं, तो ऐसे सडनली कल नहीं कि 18 किलोमीटर कर लीजिए, आज 1 किलोमीटर कर रहे हैं, ट्राई टू कीप इट फॉर अ वीक या फिर फॉर 3 डेज उसी पे, सो दैट आपकी बॉडी यूज टू हो जाए, उस एंड्योरेंस में सेट हो जाए कि यस अब मेरी बॉडी 1 किलोमीटर तो इजीली कर लेगी, अब मेरी बॉडी को 1 किलोमीटर नहीं पता चलेगा। नेक्स्ट आप स्टेप ले सकते हैं, उसको बढ़ा सकते हैं 1.5 किलोमीटर या 2 किलोमीटर। सडनली आप जंप करेंगे तो बॉडी पे फुल स्ट्रेन पड़ेगा, आपकी बॉडी रेडी नहीं है, नहीं है मसल, आपकी पोस्चर अगर गलत है, उसमें ही आप और एक्टिविटीज गलत पोस्चर में कर रहे हैं, तो फिर और बॉडी को स्ट्रेन आता है। तो पहले रिड्यूस करिए, पहले आप अपनी साइक्लिस्ट को देखिए, हम सिर्फ साइकिलिंग जो करते हैं या सिर्फ स्विमिंग जो करते हैं, सिर्फ वही एक्सरसाइज नहीं करेंगे, सिर्फ स्विमिंग ही नहीं करते, वो लोग कार्डियो करते हैं, वो लोग योगा करते हैं प्रैक्टिस, जिससे कि उनकी पूरी बॉडी के मसल स्ट्रेंथन होते हैं, जिससे कि उस पर स्ट्रेन पड़े तो बॉडी रेडी रहे कि अब हाँ अगर मुझे अचानक भी आज 2 किलोमीटर ज्यादा करना पड़े, या फिर बारिश हो गई, या फिर ऐसे कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आ जाए, तो हमारी बॉडी रेडी रहे। तो उसके लिए अगर आप साइकिलिंग कर रहे हैं तो सिर्फ साइकिलिंग करके ही हमको अपना एंड्योरेंस नहीं बढ़ाना है, हमें अपना कार्डियो भी बढ़ाना है कि हमारे लंग्स रेडी रहे, ज्यादा कवर करने के लिए, हमारे बैक मसल्स रेडी रहे, वो पोस्चर अटेन करने के लिए, हमारे सर्वाइकल मसल्स रेडी रहे, हमारा थाइज रेडी रहे। मेन तो मैं भी जब पहले साइकिलिंग करती थी तो ये थाइज में बहुत ज्यादा पेन रहता था, नीज सो
बिगनर्स को ये प्रॉब्लम ज्यादा होते हैं। मैंने जो आपसे यहाँ का इशू पूछा है, एक्चुअली मैं अभी 100 किलोमीटर प्लस भी साइकिलिंग करती हूँ, दैट मुझे अभी भी ये सब इश्यूज नहीं होते हैं। बट अगर कोई बिगनर्स मुझसे पूछेगा दैट मुझे आंसरिंग करना है, दैट मुझे आप सही लगे कि मैं आपसे आंसर कर सकती हूँ कि ये नेचुरल है, दैट हाँ कि वो स्टार्टिंग है तो नेचुरल होगा, क्यों नहीं, ये पेन या थाई पेन हो सकता है। मीन जैसे अभी जितने भी बिगनर्स है तो वो 1 या 2 किलोमीटर या मैक्सिमम 5 किलोमीटर करेंगे, तो नेक्स्ट डे उन्हें कैसा होता है कि आप पॉसिबल नहीं है जाना, थाई और लेग्स काफी पेन करते हैं। तो मुझे वो इशू सारे स्टार्टिंग में थे, मैं लास्ट 3 ईयर से साइकिलिंग कर रही हूँ, तो मुझे वो इश्यूज अभी कुछ नहीं कि 100 प्लस भी करूंगी तो मेरी बॉडी उतना ही नॉर्मल रिस्पॉन्स करेगी जैसे कि रहती है बॉडी। दैट बिगनर्स जो होते हैं, जैसे डॉक्टर सुरभि है हमारी, जिन्होंने अभी अभी स्टार्ट किया है, तो उन्हें कुछ कुछ होता है कि ये सब इश्यूज होते हैं, तो इसीलिए मैंने आपसे पूछा कि बिगनर्स को ये इशू कॉमन है या नहीं होना चाहिए।
वेरी वेरी कॉमन। अगर स्पेशली आपके मसल स्ट्रेंथन नहीं है, उस वर्कआउट के लिए पेन होना ही है, और वो नेचुरल है, नॉर्मल है, होगा ही,
हाँ
अच्छा है,
योगा
वो
भी,
बॉडी
जैसे
आउट हो
डॉक्टर
जाएगा।
झांसी भी बता सकती है कि जो योगा के बिगिनर्स होते हैं वो स्टार्टिंग में शायद फीवर भी आ जाता है, मैंने सुना है कि मतलब स्टार्टिंग में जो स्ट्रेचिंग वगैरह होती है, तो और
ये
डॉक्टर
बॉडी
झांसी कितना भी
पेन
करेंगे
रहेगा,
उन्हें फर्क नहीं।
रहेगा स्टार्टिंग में तो कंपलसरी रहेगा, बॉडी पेन्स और फीवर 1 वीक कंपलसरी रहेगा, आफ्टर 1 वीक नॉर्मल बॉडी।
नॉर्मल, क्योंकि बॉडी को उस चीज की हैबिट हो जाएगी, आई थिंक बॉडी एक्सेप्ट करेगी वो चीज। स्टार्टिंग में बॉडी एक्सेप्ट इतनी जल्दी करेगी नहीं।
इसके लिए मेन है कि आप हमेशा वार्म अप करें और एक्सरसाइज के बाद हमेशा कूल डाउन करें। वार्मिंग अप बॉडी करने से क्या, बॉडी हमारे मसल टेंस हो जाते हैं, एक्टिव हो जाते हैं कि हाँ हमें अभी कुछ करना है, तो वो इजीली अडेप्ट करेंगे अगले हार्ड जो हम काम करने वाले हैं। एंड उसके बाद जब हम फिनिश एकदम हार्ड, हमने जंपिंग जैक्स 30 कर लिए, अभी हम धीरे धीरे उसको कूल डाउन करें। आप देखेंगे जो भी रनर्स होते हैं, वो अगर स्प्रिंट कर रहे हैं, मैराथन दौड़ रहे हैं, तो कंटिन्यूस वो 10 किलोमीटर दौड़ने के बाद सडनली स्टॉप नहीं हो जाते, हमेशा धीरे धीरे थोड़ा थोड़ा चलते रहे, सो दैट बॉडी एकदम हाई एक्टिविटी पे एकदम सडनली ड्रॉप ना हो, धीरे धीरे वो चलते रहेंगे, सो दैट वो कूल डाउन हो जाए उनकी बॉडी। उसके पहले भी नॉर्मल स्ट्रेचिंग करें, आप स्ट्रेचिंग भी गूगल कर सकते हैं, नहीं तो मैं, आप बताइएगा तो मैं भी एक सेशन दे सकती हूँ। स्ट्रेचिंग भी बॉडी का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बिफोर साइकिलिंग एंड आफ्टर साइकिलिंग। स्ट्रेचिंग से बहुत इंजरीज प्रिवेंट हो सकती हैं, और बहुत सारे ऐसे इश्यूज जो आप कह रहे हैं वो सब बहुत प्रिवेंट हो सकते हैं। और बिगिनर्स को खास करके पहले ये साइकिलिंग या कोई भी एक्टिविटीज के लिए पहले हमेशा वार्मिंग अप का सेशन इंक्लूड करना ही
Yeah.
चाहिए, और धीरे धीरे प्रोग्रेस करना है हर एक्टिविटी को। इट इज नॉट कि सडन आज 18 किलोमीटर
हाँ, सडनली तो कुछ भी पॉसिबल है ही नहीं। सडनली अगर आज बिगिनर सोचेंगे कि हम 50 प्लस कर ले साइकिलिंग, तो दैट पॉसिबल नहीं है। मैंने जब स्टार्ट किया था, जब 5 प्लस 10 15 ऐसे करते करते आज 100 नॉर्मल है कि हाँ वो कोई इशू नहीं।
जी जी।
जी
और आरती जी ने मुझे गाइड किया कि मुझे ग्रेजुअली स्टार्ट करना है डॉक्टर मनीषा। तो जब मैंने एक चीज ऑब्जर्व की है, जब हमारी बॉडी यूज टू होती है कोई एक फॉर्म ऑफ एक्सरसाइज करने की और हम स्विच करते हैं, तो वो बॉडी उस पे एक एक रेजिस्टेंस दिखाती है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल माई बॉडी इज वेरी मच इनटू योगासनास, आसनास प्रैक्टिस। तो अगर मैं जिमिंग करूंगी, वेट लिफ्टिंग करूंगी, साइकिलिंग करूंगी, and my body is also very much into dancing, and अगर मैं कुछ भी स्विच करूंगी डॉक्टर मनीषा, तो मेरी बॉडी रिस्पॉन्ड करेगी और मेरी बॉडी एक अपना रेजिस्टेंस दिखाएगी। वो वाला फीलिंग आता है मुझे अपनी बॉडी से ही डॉक्टर मनीषा। जब मैंने साइकिलिंग स्टार्ट किया और मैंने योगा एक दिन मिस किया, केवल एक दिन, मेरी बॉडी ने मुझे इतना नेगेटिव वाइब्स दिए और उसने मुझे थ्रू आउट पेन दिया, बैकबोन पेन। और उसने ये मांगा मुझसे कि योगासन इज मिसिंग इन योर रिचुअल्स जो आप रेगुलर करते हो। तो मुझे अगले दिन बैलेंस करना पड़ा मेरी साइकिलिंग एंड योगासन को। तो मैंने ये चीज देखी डॉक्टर मनीषा कि व्हेन आवर बॉडी रिस्पॉन्ड्स टू डिफरेंट, वो उतना जल्दी अडॉप्ट नहीं करती, उससे उसे ले लेती है।
इसके लिए हमेशा स्लोली वार्म अप योर बॉडी एंड धीरे धीरे प्रोग्रेस करना बहुत जरूरी है।
थैंक यू
ये
सो
हमारा
मच।
फर्स्ट मोटो है फिजियोथेरेपी का।
Actually, my next set of students started joining the it's already 4:15, so they are now with us. I would like to say thank you to all of you for sparing your time. Thank you, Dr. Manisha, for sharing your expertise. Thank you, Dr. Jhansi, Dr. Manisha and Dr. Jhansi, Mrs. Aarti Diwan. I would like to thank you all for being with us in this session. And yes, Varsha and Neha, without you, I cannot even think of starting this task. This lady who is sitting just in front of me is my motivator. Every now and then, whichever thing I start, she said, "I'm there for you. You start, I'm coming." So she is my motivator. So I would like to thank all of you who have encouraged me throughout my early phases. And with this, I would like to be in touch with each one of you in my future events also. Thank you so much. This was very much valuable as per me. Other participants can also share their views.
Dr. Manisha, thank you very much.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you, doctor. Thank you, Dr. Surbhi.
Aarti ji, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Surbhi.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Surbhi.
Thank you, Aarti ji. Aarti ji, my rest of the students are just running away. वो doctors को देख के भाग गए थे, बाहर निकल गए वो. Now they are again coming. So I am taking your leave. Thank you so much. जी.
Okay, bye everyone. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
लगा होगा।